Welcome to all of you. So today we will begin our discussion from the very first unit of our subject specific skill, that is computer organization. So here, before beginning to describe, get into the details, in-depth analysis of this unit, let me guide you through some of the fundamentals of the computer. Let us first begin with the introduction. You might have utilized lot many electrical devices in your day-to-day life. For example, say watch, mobile phones, mobiles, cameras, washing machine, and so on. The list is endless. Okay, all these electrical devices runs with the use of application of computers only. Means they are being driven by the application softwares which are being based on computers. Okay. And these are the different areas where computers plays an essential role while performing our day-to-day activities. For example, watch might be working on a software which has been made with the utilization of computers. Mobile phones are also based on Android. Some of them might be Android, iOS, or Mac operating system. Computers, cameras, all those things are, their working principle is based on application of certain softwares, and that software can be made by utilizing the computers. Similarly, washing machine consists of an embedded software. Washing machine, based on which it works, is made up of embedded software which operates this machine, and based on which our clothes are being cleared. Clothes are being washed and cleared. So these are certain areas, applications of computers in our day-to-day life. Okay, and with the advancement of computers and internet, it has become a part and parcel of our daily life. Now, before going into the different characteristic feature of computer, let us come to some of the fundamentals, some of the evolutionary steps which led to the generation of today's computer. Some of the evolutionary steps due to which the computers of today's generation came into existence. Let us discuss all those points one by one. Okay. So the growth of computer industry occurred due to the need of performing faster calculations. See, in our previous generation, people used to perform all their tasks manually. But as soon as the day passed on, people felt that it will be beneficial if we go ahead, if we perform all of our tasks in a fast and effective as well as efficient manner. And this led to the evolution of computers. Actually, the word computer came from a Latin word compute. Okay, so the word computer is derived from the Latin word compute, which means to calculate. Okay, so in order to perform huge calculations, in order to perform huge tasks at an instant of time, this need gave rise to the evolution of computers. Nowadays, computers are being considered as electronic devices which takes data from the users in the form of input and performs all the necessary operation, which is also called as processing, and finally gives the result which is considered as an output. Correct? Now, what happens? Actually, a computer The working of a computer is based on electrical signals. And these electrical signals are being generally denoted by two binary symbols, that is 0 and 1. 0 stands for off while 1 stands for on. Okay, so these electrical signals are based on the concept of binary numbers 0 and 1, which 0 stands for off while 1 stands for on. Now what happened? In earlier generation, people used to give instructions to the computer in binary form only, that is in the form of 0 and 1. But as soon as computer started evolving, certain languages were being developed, high level languages were being developed, such as Fortran, Algol, C, which used to take the instructions in English language, they consisted of a program which was also known as translator or compiler. They consisted of programs which were considered as translator or compilers, which used to take the instructions from the user in English language, and after processing those, after performing all the operations, they used to give the result, they used to give the output. First of all, these languages, what they used to do, they used to take the input from the user in the form of English language, and then they used to convert those into binary signals, and finally after performing all the desired operation, they used to give the result as output to the user in the form of the same language, by means of which user simply communicated with that particular device. Okay, and this instruction which will be provided by the user to the computer in the form of English languages are considered as input, and finally the resultant which has been obtained after processing first step input, then conversion into binary form where it has been processed, and after processing the resultant which were being given to the user as a final outcome of that process was considered as the output. Okay, so this is how computer evolved from, since time immemorial it started evolving, and still it is evolving. Nowadays, in every passing days, as the day passes by, it is still evolving, means it is the change, the whole process of evolution of computer is dynamic in nature. Every day new technology attaches, new machines comes up with different addition of features. Correct? So this is the evolution of computer. Moreover, before getting into the characteristic feature of a computer, let me discuss a brief history on this computer. The first computing device that came into existence was abacus, and this very device was being made in order to make the calculation easier. Then it was followed by the second kind of device, which was called Napier bones. Then third one, Pascaline. Then fourth, difference engine. Fifth is analytical engine. Then sixth one is tabulating machine. it started evolving. This abacus was mainly being designed in order to perform huge calculations in a much simplest way. Like this, it started evolving, and from one to next, then it went on. From time immemorial, it is getting evolved every next day. So the technology is evolving every next day. It is highly uncertain that at which level it will reach. So this is the whole history on the evolution of computer. Now, one of the most important topic that we are going to discuss in our today's class is what are the different characteristic features of a computing device or a computer. What are the different characteristic features of computers, and it is of utmost importance. I will discuss each and every characteristic features with its explanation. One of the most important characteristic feature of a computer is its speed. Speed of operation means how different tasks can be accomplished, and the speed in which that particular task is being completed is of utmost importance. So a typical computer works at a speed of 3 to 4 million instructions per second, which is also in short referred to as MIPS. So the speed of operation of a typical computer is 3 to 4 million instructions per second. That means what? At a particular time duration, at a particular time instant, it can execute 3 to 4 million instructions at a time. So whenever it is being asked in the examination, what is the typical speed of operation of a computer, then we should always remember that the unit in which the typical speed of a computer is being measured is MIPS, that is 3 to 4 millions of instructions per second. Now this slash stands for per second, okay, per. So the typical speed of a computer is 3 to 4 million instructions per second. That means what? It can perform all of its tasks, it can accomplish all of its activities at this much speed. Now, apart from this unit, one more unit is there. When certain data is there, certain amount of data is there which has to be transmitted from one device to another. Certain data is there which has to be transmitted from one device to another. That particular data transfer is generally measured in one more unit, which is also called as baud, B-A-U-D. So remember, sometimes you might get questions, what are the differences between MIPS and baud? So you should not get confused. MIPS stands for the speed at which a task is being accomplished, or the speed at which an instruction is being executed by a computer. While baud, B-A-U-D, this is the speed in which the data is transferred from one device to another. So this is the concept of speed. In general, a typical computer works on the speed of 3 to 4 million instructions per second. That means it can execute at a time instant, it can execute 3 to 4 millions of instructions in a single second. While when there is a need for transfer of data from one device to another, then typically it happens via another unit which is also known as baud, B-A-U-D. So the data transfer from one device to another happens via the unit, new unit, that is baud. Now the second one is versatility. Versatility simply means switching from one task to another. Switching from one task to another. A computer can easily switch from one task to another at an instant of time. Means suppose at a particular instant of time, say I am working in office application, and at the same time there is a need arises, that is we need to execute a program on Java application. Then we can simply switch from MS Office application to the Java application. So this is known as versatility. That is the ability or capacity of a computer to do a variety of tasks with ease. The ability or capacity of a computer to execute lot of tasks with ease means, suppose at any particular point of time we are working in an application. Now there a need just arise that we need to do this task at this very instant. We have to perform that particular task at that very instant. Then directly we can switch from that particular application to the next application which is essential at that particular point of time. So this is the concept of versatility. Switching between the two tasks is possible by means of computer, and it is very easy. Moreover, the third characteristic feature of a computer is accuracy. That means what? Whenever a particular task or a job is being assigned to a computer, it will do all that task with ease and with high precision and accuracy. The error that might have crept in while performing an operation is not because of the device itself, but because of the mistakes. That might have happened while writing the program in order to execute that task for that particular computer. That means what? इसमें क्या होता है एक्यूरेसी में, कंप्यूटर को कोई भी टास्क दिया जाए, कोई भी काम दिया जाए, जो भी असाइन किया जाता है वो एक्यूरेटली, एकदम प्रिसाइसली, एकदम एग्जैक्टली सॉल्व करके हमें बता देता है। मगर इसमें गलतियां तब होती है जब हम लोग कोई गलती करते हैं उस प्रोग्राम को लिखने में। सपोज मेरे पास एक प्रोग्राम है जिससे कि हम एवरेज एज निकाल सकते हैं डेट देख के। सपोज किसी भी पर्सन का डेटा लोड हो कंप्यूटर में, उस एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू हम लोग उसका एवरेज एज निकाल सकते हैं सिंपली उसका डेट ऑफ बर्थ देके। उस केस में अगर मैंने इस प्रोग्राम को बनाने में कहीं इंस्ट्रक्शन में गलती की होगी, अगर मैंने कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन इसमें गलत दिया हो, तो उसी सिचुएशन में क्या होता है, हमारा कंप्यूटर एरर थ्रो करता है। ठीक है ना, हमारा कंप्यूटर एरर थ्रो करता है। और अगर हमारा प्रोग्राम सही है, इफ आवर प्रोग्राम इज करेक्ट इन सच सिचुएशन इट विल नॉट थ्रो एनी एरर। सो द एरर व्हिच माइट हैव बीन क्रेप्ट इन आवर execution of the program is only because of human error, not because of the error which is there in the machine. So this is the concept of accuracy. Then one more term is there, related to accuracy, that is GIGO. It is also known as garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. So what exactly is this terminology? See, this terminology is simply nothing, that is the error which might have occurred while performing any computation is not because of the computer's error, not because of the device error, but because of the error which has been placed while writing those programs by the user, okay, by the system programmer. So this is the concept of garbage in, garbage out. It is also very important apart from these two units in case of accuracy. Now the fourth feature is diligence. See, diligence means performing the same task over and over again and again, repeatedly performing the same task without getting bored. Say, if we are being assigned a task of adding 10,000, say 10,000 times, okay, or multiplying 10,000 times. Will it be possible for us? Addition of 10,000 times, it will be highly impossible for performing this task. But instead, computer can do this task with ease without getting bored. So this characteristic feature is also called by another name, that is diligence. So these are the 4 characteristic features. Apart from these 4, few more features are there. So the 5th characteristic feature of our computer is its memory. The 5th characteristic feature of a computer is its memory. However, computers' physical memory or main memory is volatile in nature. It means memory of a computer is volatile in nature. It means its memory will be lost once our device is being turned off. Its memory is lost once the device is being turned off. Okay, so they are also additionally provided with some secondary memories such as pen drives, hard disk, etc., by means of which we can store information for retrieval later as well. Fine. So this is the concept of memory. A computer memory is volatile in nature, that is when we turn off the computer, that particular memory will be lost. So instead we generally use, or computers are also supplied with some other form of memory which is known as secondary memory, such as hard disk, floppy drive, pen drive, etc. Now storage. As in case of our brain, whatever we insert, whatever we learn, it is being kept in our brain for a longer duration of time. Similar to this, computer is also supplied with certain secondary storage from where we can retrieve the data at some point of time later. Those devices are also known as storage device, and this storage device can store huge amounts of data for future retrieval. For future retrieval, we can store huge amount of data using storage device. Okay, so these are the concept of memory and storage. Now consider the last and foremost important characteristic feature of a computer, that is intelligence. Earlier, the devices that were being developed were dumb. Earlier, the devices which were being developed dumb, but as soon as the day passed by, nowadays it is the time duration of artificial intelligence. It is the time of artificial intelligence where after providing certain instruction, means after programming our device in such a way, for example, you might have seen some of the cars which runs simply on the instruction without using our physical, without giving the instruction physically, simply by voice control or by voice modulation, we can run our devices. So this is intelligence. So nowadays the devices, the computers that are being developed, or the devices that are being developed using artificial intelligence, are getting very much intelligent enough that by using certain commands only we can execute, we can run all those devices. Okay, so these are the 7 important characteristic feature of a computer. For today, I would like to conclude my discussion with this much points only. I will provide you the notes of the complete content that has been discussed in our today's meeting in the form of PDF in your WhatsApp group. Thank you.